Right, so welcome to the Inspiring City podcast, and I'm here with Aches. Hi mate.
How's it going? Yeah, not bad, good.
We're in Meeting of Styles. Meeting of Styles. Is this the first time you've painted at this event?
Yeah. I've painted. I've been to London twice before, but I haven't painted much. I was in Shoreditch in February. I painted about 3 pieces or so, but this is my first time at Meeting of Styles.
Where did you paint in Shoreditch when you were there?
I'm not sure. It was just like a few random hoardings that trapped in Zone 1 hooked me up with a few spots, and I just painted them. Yeah, so it was good. Yeah.
And how did you get involved in the whole Meeting of Styles thing?
Jim Vision just contacted me through social media and just asked me did I want to come, and I was delighted to come. So I hadn't been before. Looked like a really good event, so yeah.
And what have you painted? What sort of thing?
I just painted like a letter piece that says Aches, obviously, and it's just pure grayscale. Like the wall that we're doing is kind of real computer based, so there's a lot of like pop-up windows on the wall. Everyone's pieces are in different like grey boxes, just digital looking kind of wall. Looks like someone's desktop with a lot of windows open. So I did a completely grey piece. I'm going to just add like a saturation bar to it soon and have the arrow all the way down at the bottom of the saturation bar.
Do you all get together beforehand then? I mean, because there's 8 different artists painting that wall. How do you organise it?
We just had a group chat on Instagram and organised it there, and JK has made a mock-up of what the wall was going to look like, and that's what we went off, based it off that. There's a lot of freestyling going on, but it's coming together now. It's at the final stage. It should be done later on today.
How long have you been doing what you're doing?
Been painting for the last 10 years. 11, going on 11 years now. Yeah, I started in 2007. Yeah, just writing my name on stuff, basically.
Starting tagging in?
Yeah, just tagging shit. Yeah. That's how I started, and it's been come a long time now since that.
How did you come up with the name Aches? Where did that come from?
Well, I just picked out 4 letters from the alphabet that I liked, which was AKES, and I was writing that for a while, pronounced it the same way. And then I'd say that was probably 2008, 2009, and I wrote that for about a year maybe. But I just liked having 5 letters instead of 4, so I changed it to ACHES. That's it.
And it's as simple as that?
Yeah. There's no deep meaning behind it or anything, It was just literally wrote the alphabet out on a page and picked out letters I liked and came up with that. That was it.
Because one of your pieces that we've seen quite a lot recently. I mean, we're sitting here in Shoreditch, but it's just after the Irish referendum to repeal the 8th Amendment.
Yeah.
And it was one of the key images from that is people next to a mural which says yes, and there's the mural behind is Savita, the young woman who
Savita Halappanavar. She passed away in 2012. She had a septic miscarriage, and because there was a heartbeat, the fetus had a heartbeat, she was denied an abortion, which led to her death. And that was kind of like the focal point of the referendum. Like that really got the nation involved in the debate about abortion laws in Ireland, and it spearheaded the change which just happened 2 days ago. It got voted in to change the laws, and I think, if I'm correct, I think if they're planning on changing they're going to call it Savita's Law, which I think is a nice idea.
What made you want to paint the mural? Because it's got a lot of attention. It seems to have really caught the public imagination.
Yeah, it's crazy. I painted it on Thursday morning. I voted on Friday, and then Saturday morning I got a plane here. So I haven't seen it since when I painted it on Thursday, but I've seen images online, and there's a lot of people leaving messages, lighting candles, leaving flowers. It's really nice to see it had such a positive impact on people, But why I painted it was when she passed away, I was young, I was still in my teens, and I had no notion about the whole conversation. And when I heard it, I was probably would have been on the pro-life side, which would be the anti-abortion side. And seeing the case, and over the past 6 years, listening to all the different stories of Irish women who were forced abroad, forced over here to Britain to have to carry out something they obviously didn't want to do, they needed to do it, and they were denied it in their own home country. And it comes down to an issue of healthcare, really, for me. They should be able to get the healthcare they need in their own country. So it was a pretty important issue that really needed to be resolved pretty quickly. It took a long time, but yeah, it's good that it's happened. Yeah.
So had you gone with the intention of doing the mural, or was it just like a last minute sort of idea?
It was a last minute idea. I just, I've been painting so long, and I think when you're painting, I think you need to use that skill for good. Like, I had the wall space in the middle of the city there. I thought it'd be. I was like, when I first got the wall, like I was kind of just do a piece, an Aches piece, and then I thought, no, I should probably do something a bit more meaningful, and just I made it on Photoshop the night before, and then went there the next day and painted it.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it, just another painting. But yeah, no, it's had a great impact. So.
Yeah, caught the imagination, certainly, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How does it feel when you see a piece of your work like that and you just get so much traction and you find people reacting to it in that way?
It's really nice, but also like just the circumstances. It's quite sad, I would have rather not have to paint that woman's face. So I would have rather if I didn't know her. Unfortunately we know her name because of what happened. But yeah, no, it was nice to see. So many, like it touched so many people so positively. Like that was really nice to see. That doesn't happen too often when we work. Like man, usually just gets painted over quite quickly, So yeah, no, it's good.
And what was your background then in terms of, we explored it a little bit before, but how did you get into the graffiti scene in the first place?
I was just a kid, just writing my name. I always liked handwriting. My dad had really nice handwriting, and I really admired that as a kid, and that was something I really liked. And then just caught my brother doing some shit bubble letters one day, and I was like, what is that? And just practiced from there, just kept drawing like my name all the time. And then when I was about 15 I think it was, went and did a piece for the first time with a few fellas from my school that brought me out that were already been painting, and within the first 2-3 months I met a whole load of new people that were in the same mindset and still friends with them, Do
you remember that first piece? What was it that you did?
Yeah, it was light blue fill-in, navy outline and a yellow one-stroke around it on an unprimed wall. I went over someone else's piece that was probably better than mine. Probably shouldn't have gone over it, but first piece, you don't know these things. You just want to paint something. Everyone starts off shit basically. Takes a while to get good. But I remember the piece beside me as well. It was a dude that wrote Sesk. He had a red and white piece. I think I had a blue outline and then like a little skull character on top. He's still painting away, and that was a great piece as well. I'll always remember that piece. So it's funny, I don't know what that was to the right of me. I don't know what was to the left of me now.
So you got exposed to graffiti politics early on, did you? When you went over that?
No one ever said anything to me. Dublin's good like that, There's not much graffiti politics and shit. It's like mostly people only paint over whatever. The spot I painted was a spot that was getting painted by a lot of kids back then, so it wouldn't have been the type of spot where people were doing absolute burners. So it was grand for me. I could go up and you could paint pretty much anywhere you wanted, really. And it was local enough to me. I wasn't too far on the bus or whatever, so on the north side of Dublin. So it was good. And we painted there quite a lot as kids. Yeah.
I bet you did.
Yeah, that was good. It was there pretty much every weekend, So.
And how would you say your work is sort of over? Because you've got lots of different pieces. We were looking at some of your work the other day with the colours, and when you look from them from afar, it all looks white, but actually when you go close, it's got...
Yeah, that's just like additive colour theory using red, green and blue, and they make cyan, magenta, yellow and white when they're all added together. Yeah, I like working on the computer a lot. Like I do most of my sketches on the computer, and because I do simple hand style based pieces, it's really simple to experiment with them. So there's not too much detail, and you can keep it really graphic, And I'm into graphic design and typography and stuff, so draw a lot of inspiration from that, and then a lot of pretty heavily digital based stuff,
And are there any sort of writers, any artists that you also particularly like or you draw inspiration from?
Like loads. I can't.
Too many.
Yeah. I'm really into a lot of people's stuff. I'm checking out every day. I'm checking out new stuff, but I also try and draw as much inspiration outside of graph as possible as well. I'd probably draw more inspiration from outside of graph than I would from inside it, you know. It's always good to try do some new stuff. I was painting like world styles for a long time, and don't get me wrong, I like world styles, but I don't enjoy painting them as much. So I like to look at them and other people do them, you know. There's a lot of people in England, in the UK, doing a lot of fucking really nice world styles, actually. The likes of Ecto and stuff, so yeah, I like looking at that stuff. But I don't enjoy painting it as much, so yeah, I try and stay away from that side of the graph and just try and keep stuff a bit more graphic and fresh, I suppose, yeah.
With the success of this piece, well, success may be the wrong word, but certainly the attention to the piece that you've just done, the sort of eater piece, do you think you'd do more of that style in the future, and would you maybe think about using your art to do sort of campaigning pieces like that?
No, that's not something I'd be interested in at all. I think that was a, as I said, a last minute decision. I just kind of felt the need to do it more so than anything, because that's what got me involved with the whole debate, that poor woman, you know. So other than that though, I'd never, it's not something I enjoy getting involved in, you know, unless I feel really strongly about something. I'd stay away from it, you know. I prefer just painting my friends, really. Like all the portraits I've done, my friends. So.
When did you first find out that the picture was all over the papers and it was being, you know, all over the news and stuff? How did you first?
Well, there's a journalist, Una Mullally in Dublin, and she was very heavily involved in the pro-choice side. And after I'd painted it, she went down to the mural on the Friday, the morning of the referendum, the vote. She voted, and then she went down to the mural and she left a single bouquet of flowers at the mural. And then throughout the day, it just elevated from there and there. So yeah, I suppose I've just seen it online. People were sending me photos of it, people that know me, and yeah, it was quite overwhelming to see the response within a day. Like, so yeah, I'll go check it out on Wednesday now. I'll get back Tuesday night. I might actually go check it out Tuesday night. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to see it in the flesh now and get a few flicks and read some of the notes that people left behind. They look pretty nice to, like, you know, sentimental kind of things to, and a lot of meaning as well. There was a lot of really heartfelt messages and stuff left there, so it was nice. Yeah.
You think people just needed a focal point? Do you think that's what attracted people to art as a focal point?
Like, there were so many images throughout the campaign. Like, Mesa created a heart logo on the Project Art Centre in Dublin, and that got painted over. Had some legal issues like planning. They were trying to just make up excuses basically to paint over it, as they do, and that got painted over. He painted that 2 years ago, and that was a really strong image. And then recently, in the last month, he painted again, and then again it got painted over again. So that was a shame. And then Esther painted a nice big mural up on Liffey Street that said "Trust Women," a typography based mural. That was really nice as well. She also did a mashup of like Banksy's girl holding a balloon and the heart balloon, and she put the heart balloon as Mesa's heart repeal logo. I thought that was sweet as well. That was a nice one. And there's been loads. I can't even think like that. It's been a really like street art was really strong part of the campaign, you know. The great thing about it as well, it was just the individual street artists just going out and doing it. Like, no one backing them to do it, and they just did it, like, because they felt the need to. And I think that's really important, you know. If you have a gift or whatever, use it.
Yeah. So it's been sort of like a popular sort of rallying call for a lot of artists then? Yeah.
A lot of artists have felt quite strongly about it. So yeah, it's good to see.
Which often happens in the art world, doesn't it? If there's something that a lot of people get behind, like I know over here, you know, Grenfell Tower, for example.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of artists get behind that, doing murals.
And that's a great cause as well. That's such a shame as well. Another event that shouldn't have happened, but it did, and now it's good to see artists supporting the cause or whatever, you know. So yeah, it's good.
Aches, thanks very much, mate.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Cheers.